Is Fred Stroll from Oak Ridge National Laboratory.
I'm going to try also tomorrow now. Good to have you all here. Good start.
Where is Rockdale?
It's near Murfreesboro.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, where's start?
Okay. Hi, we are Team Brainstorm. We spoke with engineers from different dish machine manufacturers, and they indicated that low temperature dish machines, or low temps, are designed to wash and sanitize dishes. They must pass tests designed by the National Sanitization Foundation to prove the dish machine can remove physical soil. It must wash buttermilk that's been baked onto glasses and plates. The buttermilk is a 2% milk fat and must be baked on for 17 hours at 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
To prove the dish machine can sanitize, it must be able to deliver a minimum of 50 parts per million chlorine using an approved dosing system. The machine must have a way for the operator to visually verify that chlorine is being dispensed into the machine. The machine is tested at its minimum temperature of 120 degrees Fahrenheit. One important thing to remember is that an operator can overlook the visual delivery system, which is the indication that chlorine is being dispensed into the machine. If this happens, then all dishes ran on that cycle will not be sanitized.
Let's see what could go wrong at the Germ Inn restaurant.
Hello, welcome to the Germ Inn restaurant.
Is this fine? Yes, sir. Have a seat. Do you like the menu?
Just give me the special, please.
And I need a special. Well, let's use on that plate with my giant magnifying glass.
Order up when special ready.
Your remember. All done. May I take your plate?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, my tongue.
Oh. So busy tonight.
A dish machine operator should know if he doesn't keep the chlorine levels above 50 parts per million, we will have a ban instead of being killed. These people
Get so busy that they don't pay attention to the proper sanitizing code.
Hey, chlorine isn't here to ruin our day. They will make all people sick today. Hey, hey!
Yes, my break.
According to the study we conducted, 40% of low-temp dish machines out of every 246 fail the random health department inspections. These inspections are done every 6 months, and a failure at the dish machine is a critical violation. The restaurant has 15 days to correct the problem, or they'll get shut down.
We say, what about the 179 days they were not inspected for? Who has public safety in mind during that period of time? Dish machine operators make minimum wage and are under much pressure by management to get the job done. Careless mistakes are made that put the public at risk.
Our solution to this problem is to create a device that will detect the proper level of chlorine in the rinse cycle. If the level is not correct, the machine will shut off, and a light will illuminate, indicating to the operator and management that the chlorine level is low, and sanitization will not happen. When the problem is corrected, a reset button can be pushed, and the machine will try again. If the problem is not resolved, the machine will again shut off. This will guarantee public safety.
An alternate solution that we worked on with my help of micro-engineers is a device that would be connected to the tube that dispenses chlorine into the machine. This device would indicate when chlorine is not in the machine and not in the tube that dispenses it. The light would illuminate, like this one. When it is in the machine, the light would shut off, indicating that there is chlorine going to the machine.
Have a look at how it should be.
Oh no, evil Mr. Chlorine is coming.
How do you know?
They have a chlorine detector to make sure we die.
I'll get you, evil germs.
Ah!
Ah. And that's what we like to call a sanitized plate. The end.
Okay, good job.
Very good.
Talk to me a little about the different sources of information you got.
Well, we went to MICO and we spoke with engineers.
Now, what is MICO?
Marco
a-
is a dish machine manufacturer.
Okay.
Did you actually visit
Yes, we visited.
Several times, twice at least.
We went there once to interview and once to present.
Our solution to the engineers.
We also talked to a dish machine manufacturer in Jackson. They're
James Calhoun.
He's in Kentucky though. We had to do a phone conversation with him.
We also went to a Mexican restaurant called Garcia's and talked to him about his dish machines. And we presented the idea, and he said that it would be a very good way for public safety.
He said a light would be very helpful.
To let them know when his sanitization fluids were out.
They only had one dish machine in their whole restaurant. Yeah, but it was a small restaurant.
Yes.
We also visited the health department.
And that's where we got our study of all the restaurants that had failed. That's where we got most of our information from about which restaurants failed in the past and all
And
that, and why.
Coconut Bay Cafe failed 5 times in a row.
We found one thing very interesting about the health department. It doesn't, whenever a restaurant gets shut down, it doesn't have to say it was shut down for the reason they were shut down for. So they could put like remodeling, and the public would have no clue why they were shut down.
Which really, they could have been shut down for that their dish machine was failing.
Obviously, you all did a lot of traveling, kind of like to different places, to see different people. Did that, how much time are we talking about as far as travel?
Maybe a couple months.
Were there any activities that occurred during the entire preparation on this process leading up to today where you thought maybe that this wasn't going to work, or you had to overcome something, anything like that?
Yes, our first solution, the first solution that we talked about was to actually detect that there was 50 parts per million in the machine. But there's not actually technology out there to detect that. It's too expensive. So we came up with a different solution that improves the system that's there. It makes it better, but it's not perfect.
So you said that y'all presented this the second time that you visited the company that makes the dish machines?
Yes.
Where else? Who else have y'all presented?
We presented it to a,
Chemical company, isn't it?
Called Ecolab.
and we did it through YouTube because they are in,
Oh,
Is this
Missouri.
Minnesota?
yeah.
Yeah, Minnesota.
We also spoke of our solution with the owner of Garcia's, our manager.
And he said that a light would be very helpful.
We also spoke to Ecolab about our solution, and they thought it was very unique, that they didn't take it up as something they would want to use. Unlike Myco. Myco said it was something that they wanted to use, so they're trying to put it on some of their machines.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Do I get to keep flying?
Yes, yes, sir,
Thank
you
you.
both do.
We made 500 after give it out today.